Hello. Okay, look, I'm gonna have to combine some of my locks, but I had to change my plugs because the metal ones started going through my ears and they're not ready to be stretched up yet. They're not ready. So I switched to these. Plus, these are more comfortable to sleep on. Because the metal ones, once they start going through your ear, they get the twisting and then you end up sleeping on them things. We ain't going through that. But anyway, I think I had one right up front. Did I? Yep, this was it. I put this, dang, I twisted that tight. I put a shell on it, but see, it was real thin. Let me see. I'm in the mirror. I don't know which way to. There we go. Okay. So see, it is like, if you can see that, it's like super thin. And don't nobody talk about my Steelers shirt. Yes, I'm still representing my boys, even though they act like they weren't ready to play Sunday. But yeah, see, the root is thin. So I combined it with this one. But with this one, they're actually thicker together. So I placed it with the lock that was right beside it. So it's actually thicker. So I'm still debating if I want to take the shell out. But I had some other ones like this. I put the rubber bands on them and I'm going to take my crochet hook and crochet them together because I do have one. Let me find it. Hold on. Okay. This one was my two-headed dragon. It still is, kind of, sort of, but yeah, that lock, I already got it set together. So if I want to, I can fine tune it. But this is how I found it, is by the ends. That's how I found it, so I can show you. Because I knew it wasn't all the way, but the rest of it is solid. It had married itself with the other lock. So I got quite a few of them. I put a shell on that one. But the rest of these, let me see how many there are together. And the rest of my hair, I braided them and put them back there. But I noticed up in here that they needed to be combined because they were kind of thin. So I'm like, yeah. So I'm gonna need to combine them, and then once I do these, I can decide if I want to start on them. Cause I put the shells on them to keep an eye out on them. Cause remember, I had the shells. One was here and one was here, and you can tell by, if you can see the ends. See the ends of the hair. Yeah. And then plus they're bent up, like, So yeah. So I think I'm gonna lay off that, trying to do that silver for a minute and just go ahead and combine these. But yeah, it's quite a few of them. And I just braided them all together after I combined them. Because I'm like, wait a minute, I couldn't think of what I did the last time that I started combining locks, since I don't get my hair done as often anymore, some of them are trying to marry. Well, if you're going to marry each other, let me put you next to the one that you should marry with. So I got my little hook thing, so I'm going to actually take the one with the thinnest root, which would be this one back here, and put it with this one because it's stronger. So the same with this one, if I do it, the one back here that's thin will be meshed up with the one right here in the front because it's stronger. So I will interlock it together and then take the crochet hook and crochet them together. I don't care about partings anymore because I am 8 years in and I done cut and cut and cut and extended and cut and extended my locks so much that we don't even care anymore, do we? We know how fast locks grow. Plus, I just cut them up to here right before my birthday, and they're back down to my shoulders. So with me not touching them as often, gosh, I got a lot of new growth, y'all. Let me see if you can see from here. Look at that. Look at all that new growth. Now, mind you, the little twist part you're seeing for me unraveling it is because, you know, when you get ready to braid your hair and you twist them up, and then you start to French braid it. So they're kind of crinkly, but not all the way. But yeah, and they're frizzy. So, you know, I ain't had no retwist. My hair is frizzy. And it's all wavy and curly. Look at that. Look how big that is with that root. Look at that. Look at all that growth. And remember, these are part of the newer set. The ones that I'm combining are the ones I've had for 8 years. So, you know, these ones up here are thinner. They're a lot smaller. They're skinnier than the ones my niece did. If you can tell. You see that? Because you see, even with this one, even though it's 2, you can tell it's a lot smaller. So, yeah, both of those together will equal that, but I would have to put like a whole lot more to, and I only got one of my original locks that was combined. That's as thick as the new set that was started. Sorry if y'all can hear my granddaughter talking in the background. Y'all know he's 14. Well, she's 14. You know, they always on the phone. But, yep. So that's what I'm going to do. I am going to give my locks some love today. I did my ears yesterday because I woke up to the plug right beside me. And I was like, oh my gosh, let me switch these out because they're not ready to be switched up. To be stretched up. They're not ready because this one, it wouldn't go all the way through, and this one, it was only like part of the taper, and I didn't want to force neither. And then when I cleaned it, the back of this one was all like crusty, and I was like, you know what, we ain't going for that. Okay, I'm gonna chill with the alcohol for a while and just use Neosporin on it and peroxide and regular soap. But I put the peroxide on it after I tried to stretch it up after I got out the shower, but it was not working. So we ain't gonna force it. I don't want to feel nothing. Remember I said that? Nothing. But I realized I don't have any plugs in the 1/2 inch size. I only have three. Red, purple, and I think it was, no, red and purple. I was going to say silver, but I think that silver was a 00. So yeah. So I'm thinking, yeah, I'm gonna have to order me some plugs. At least I got 2. Both of them are my favorite color, but y'all know red is number 1. Purple is the second if they didn't have red. So yeah, I just realized I only had 2. So oh well, let me get started on these locks. So I will see you in the next video.